Welcome to Stock Talk. This is your host, Scott. Hope you had a good day in the market last couple of days. Yesterday we were down a little bit. Was able to make a purchase yesterday. Today was a pretty good day, up about 500 points, so good day. Didn't really sell anything. Had a sell order out there for some NVAX. Didn't quite get there. But let's go ahead and take a look at our portfolio. We'll talk about some of the stocks that we're trading, and then we'll talk about what game plan for tomorrow as well. Take a look at the markets tonight as well, see what's going on there. So let's go ahead and look at our portfolio. So here we are. We've got pretty good day today. Got a couple of red ones. DIA. DIA is one that we don't hold right now. We sold out of those a couple of weeks ago. Was trying to get back in them, but the markets hasn't got to where we want it to be yet. SPY is another one that we've sold out of. Those are our ETFs that track the markets. Both of those have already come up and let us get out of those, and we've made money on all those trades. GBTC up a little bit today. It's down a good bit, so we're still waiting on that to come back. QQQ had a good day at 4.35%. That's the one that follows the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ was actually 3.95%. See here. So QQQ had a good day. Now QQQ, we are sitting even or close to even, as well as the next one there, VTI, getting pretty close on that one as well in one of the counts. The other ones were still a little bit off on that. But we're talking about a 3% gain today. X had a little bit of a gain today. It was all over the place, really. I was watching it pretty close today, as well as the NVAX. Let me pull that chart up for you and show what this thing did today. It was kind of all over the place, up in pre-market, and then it opened up, and you can see here it just was kind of dipping and went back up, dip, back up, and then dip, and then it was had a strong finish for the day, kind of sold off there at the end. Now, I did have an order out there today for $18.25 for some of the shares that I'm holding. It says it got up to $18.12 today. The 52-week high is that $18.25, so that's where I had my sell order. But today the high was $18.12, so didn't quite get there. That's all right. I'm in no big hurry to get rid of that. That's been a good one for me during this down market. We do see that we do have a pullback going on in the after hours. I'm not sure if there's any volume to that. I don't see any real news here that should have us concerned about that. One thing I do, sometimes I'll go to CNBC. Let me just do that real quick, and let's pull up that NVAX there, and let's just take a look and see if it shows the volume after hours on this. Yes, there it is. So the volume's only 55,000 shares compared to what, and this was low volume today, by the way, 3 million shares. But I don't get too excited about when there's only 55,000 shares being traded and somebody, sold for down 2.7%. Nothing's going on there. If there was anything major going on, you'd see a high volume. So don't worry about that. Don't pay attention to that. It's not a big deal. As you can see here, our shares today even traded at 3.8 million shares. Normal shares count is 8.9 million. But I'm going to tell you something. This NVAX has been fighting. It looks like it's going to pull back. And, that's what I'm waiting on for my other count. But it has not pulled back. And as soon as it pulls back, it fights its way back. And just a really strong day the way it fought back today. So this thing is on low volume. So this thing's good and solid right now. There's just not a whole lot of sellers out there, I don't think. So it may hang in there, but usually what happens is when the news kind of slacks off on this one, it usually pulls back a little bit, but hasn't done it yet. But that's what I'm waiting on. But hey, I've got some shares, so I'm not worried. If it keeps on going straight up, that's fine with me. I'll take that. So that's a good one to watch. If you're trying to get in on it, like me, I'm still waiting on something around 1550 or something like that. 16, if it holds that pretty good, I might get some there. But I think it's going to pull back some point. But if it doesn't, I'm okay. I'm okay. MPC had a pretty decent day today, which was really surprising because oil was pretty far down. So, but I'll take that. Green Day at 3.83%. I did buy some MPC yesterday, 25.50. So we're up almost $1 on that we bought yesterday. That's some cost averaging I'm doing in one of my IRAs. We did that 25.50, but that's just cost averaging. Also, I did want to mention that on the DIA, I did manage to get a couple of dividend checks or dividend payments. I don't get checks; they go straight in my account. The payments do, but it was pretty good. I got those dividends, and I was happy to see them. I was trying to see here if we have a. There it is, 2.77% yield on the dividend. I got those payments, even though I'm not holding them anymore. So I must have been holding them during the ex-dividend date. Usually on a stock, it usually has the ex-dividend date listed there, but I don't see it listed here. I'll show you on what to look for there. We've talked about this on one of the videos, but ex-dividend date you see here, like for instance, MPC's is February 18th. So that is if you're holding it that date or before, if you're the owner of it that date. Okay, if you're the registered owner on this date, then you're the one that's going to get that dividend payment. Okay. Then you can sell it on the 19th and still get the dividend payment, which is something that we did with that DIA because we don't have it anymore, yet we still got the dividend payment. So we'll be looking for an MPC dividend here pretty soon. And MPC's dividend right now is yielding 9.6% because it's so low. Usually that was 3 or 4%, but since the price has gone down so much, the yield on that is 9.16%. So we'll see if they get that paid out. Hopefully they do and don't end up not paying it. So, all right, but that's kind of where we're at today. It was a green day, a good day. EXAS up again. These two are down. Cliff's been dropping pretty regular here. Today it was down again today. That's a steel iron ore. And ACB is doing this was kind of a surprise to me that they're going to do a stock split. They're going to do a reverse stock split, and that's what I was concerned about. Because once you go below $1 for a certain amount of time, what normally happens is you'll get a notice from the NASDAQ, wherever you're listed. You'll get a notice that says your stock price is under $1, and you need for the last 30 days, and you need to do something about that. So I didn't ever see where they had gotten their warning or their letter, but they did come out with news that they're going to go ahead and do a 12-to-1 reverse stock split. So multiply that 75 cents times 12. That's what that stock price will be right now. I didn't see what date that's going to be, but if you see that look like it's gone way up one day, it really hasn't. It's just done that reverse split. Okay, and NVAX had done that too. NVAX had been through a 20-to-1 reverse split. And so anyway, it's usually not a good thing, but what we see on this one here, they're doing the reverse split. They also have done some shelf offerings to get their cash up. So may not be all that terrible. I wouldn't do anything till the split happens. If you're going to think about getting some of that, or getting more of that, if you've gotten it like me, I got a little bit in my accounts now, nothing major. But after the split, I'm gonna kind of watch that share price, see what it does. If it's a stable company, they can make it through stuff like that. But if it's not a real stable company, they usually do that to keep from getting delisted. But a lot of times they'll do that reverse split, and it will just continue to drop once they do the reverse split, and you're just seeing your money go away. But in this case, I'm gonna hang on to it because I don't have that many shares, and I'll just wait and see how it comes out. So that's what I like to do. A lot of these things I'll hold until it's not worth anything, because at some point, it's just not worth fooling with. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at on that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our after hours. Let me get there. All right, so here's the Dow futures. We are showing a little red across the board, but it's real flat. Not seeing anything major going on. I guess the news right now, Trump halts funding with the WHO while we do a coronavirus review. So that's big news. Got oil up a little bit, but oil got clobbered today. Let's go ahead and look at that. Let's see here. Well, let me try it again. There it is. So oil today, though, you can see oil drops more than 10% as producers cut fails to banish demand fears. So even though they cut the production, didn't help that oil price very much. So I don't know if they'll go back to the drawing board on that or not, but that didn't seem to get too many folks excited. Let's go ahead and check our markets in Asia. Looks like Asia is just now opening. Nikki's up 146 or down 146, so down 0.75% there. Nothing to get excited about there as well. So it looks like things may start flat tomorrow. We're going to watch it and see. It could be a boring day. Who knows? But I doubt. So tomorrow, I'm going to be watching those ETFs that we have left. We've got QQQ, pretty close to cost average, the same on that one. So if it's good tomorrow, we may sell out of that one. We get a 3 or 4% pop. VTI cost average down a little bit more in one count than I am the other, so may can sell half of that one tomorrow if it gets a good pop tomorrow. But we're in no hurry. Those are going to follow the market, and this market's heading up, it looks like. But I'm still got plenty of cash on the sideline, expecting to pull back. If it does, I'll be ready for that. If it doesn't, we've got plenty of stocks to keep holding. Going to be watching NVAX real close too as well, and see how it opens tomorrow. See if it's going to open strong. May sell a little bit at 825, just depending on how well it moves tomorrow. Really expecting that thing to pull back too, just like the markets, but hey, been wrong so far. As far as it pulling back, it's been strong on small volume, low volume. So just going to be watching that one. I really like that one. It's been good to me this year. So wouldn't mind adding to some of that, but I'm going to go ahead and try to cash out on what I've got before I do anything. But have a great day tomorrow. I'll get back here tomorrow night, more than likely. And hopefully we got some good news to talk about tomorrow night as far as the market goes. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye. To subscribe, click the button in the right-hand corner. Thank you.